Namaste all of you. My name is Dr. Ritu Singh Rajput, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Department of Food and Biotechnology, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University. Today, in our lecture, we will discuss about our second chromatography, which is affinity chromatography. Chromatography is an important biophysical technique that enables through the separation, identification, purification of components of mixture of the qualitative and quantitative analysis. It is a separation technique in which a mobile phase carrying a mixture in cause to the move in contact with the selectively absorbent stationary phase, and the affinity chromatography is a type of liquid chromatography for separation, purification, or specific analysis of sample component. It is utilized the reversible biological interaction or molecular recognition called affinity, which refer to the attract, sorry, attracting force exerted in different degree between atom which cause them in remain in combination. For example, enzyme with an inhibitor, antigen with an antibody. So you have clear about the chromatography. This is generally, it is a goal of biochemistry to separate identically chemical compounds, and these chromatography one is a effective technique for the accomplish this. There's some kinds of also some chromatography which is like absorption, partition, ion exchange. There's so many types of chromatography. In German, pharmacologist Emil Starkistel in paper published in 1910, influence of chloride on the enzymatic activity of liver amylase was generally considered to be responsible for the first experimental demonstrate of the biospecific absorption of an enzyme onto solid surface substrate in the case of starch. So, first of all, these German scientists identify the affinity chromatography. This chromatography offers a high selective, high resolution, high capacity of protein interest. Purification that would be otherwise the time consuming, difficult, or is impossible using their technique can be often easily achieved with affinity chromatography. This technique is often used for the separate active biomolecules from the denature or functionally different form of isolate pure substances with present of low concentration in large molecule of crude sample. Also remove contaminants. Affinity chromatography separates protein on the basis of reversible interaction between protein and specific ligand compounds through the chromatography matters. This kind of illusion are pH illusion, ionic strength illusion, reduced polarity, elutants, competitive elutants, chemotrophic elutants. So these type of elutants are separate out by the affinity chromatography. Now we have discussed about the principle of affinity chromatography. The stationary phase consists of support medium on which the substrate is bound covalently in such a way that is reactive group that are essential for binding. The target molecules are exposed as a crude mixture of substances is passed through the chromatography columns, and the substances with binding site of immobilized substrate bind the stationary phase, while all other substances is eluted in the void volume of the columns. And once the substances are eluted, the bound target molecules can be eluted by the method such as including a competing ligand in mobile phase or changing the pH, ionic strength, or polarity conditions. Component which are required in affinity chromatography, which is matrix. The matrix is an inert support to which a ligand can be directly or indirectly coupled. In order to the matrix to be effective, it must have certain characters like matrix should be chemically or physically inert. It must be insoluble in solvent and buffer employed in a process. It must be chemically or mechanically stable. It must be easily coupled to the ligand or spacer arm onto which the ligand can be attached. It must exhibit good flow properties and have a relatively large surface area for attachment. The most useful matrix material are agarose and polyacrylamide. And spacer arm, second one is the spacer arm. It is used to the improve binding between ligands and the target molecules by the overcome any effect of the strict hindrance. And the third one is our ligand. It is referred to the molecule that bind reversible to specific target molecules. That ligand can be selected only after the nature of the macromolecules to be isolated is known. When a hormone receptor protein is to be purified by the affinity chromatography, the hormone itself is as identical candidate for the ligand. For antibody isolation, an antigen or hapten may be used as a ligand. If an enzyme is to be purified, a substrate analog inhibitor and the cofactor or the effector may be used as a immobilized ligand. Steps happen in affinity chromatography. We have discussed here. Affinity medium is equated in binding buffer. Samples in allied under condition that favor specific binding of target molecules to the complementary binding substances called ligands. Target substances binding spatially but reversibly to ligand and unbounded material washes through the columns, and elution is performed specifically using a competitive ligands or non-specifically by changing the pH, ionic strength or polarity. Target protein is collected in a purified concentrated form. Affinity medium is re-equilibrate with binding buffer. The event can be summarized into following three major steps, which is preparation of column. The column is loaded with solid support such as saccharose, agarose, cellulose. Ligand is selected according to the desired isolate. Spacer arm is attached between the ligand and solid support. Loading the sample, solution containing mixture of substances is poured into the elution columns and allowed to the run and control rate. Elution of ligand molecule complexes. So now I will tell you the application of affinity chromatography. Affinity chromatography is the one of the most useful method of the separation and purification of specific product. It is essentially a small purification technique used primarily for biological molecules such as a protein, and it is the major application includes separation of mixture of compounds, removal of impurities, or in purification process. In enzyme SI, detection of substrates, investigation of binding sites of enzymes, in vitro antigen antibodies reaction, detection of single nucleotide polymorphism, and mutation in nucleic acid. Now, I will tell you the advantage of why we are using affinity chromatography. High specificity, target molecules can be obtained in a high pure state, single step purification. The matrix can be reused rapidly. The matrix is solid, can be easily washed and dried. Give purified product with high yield. Affinity chromatography can also be used to remove specific contaminants such as a protease. Now we will discuss about the limitation of affinity chromatography. It is a time consuming method. More amount of solvents are required, which may be expensive. It has required intense labor. Non-specific absorption cannot be totally eliminated. It can be only be minimized, and limited availability and high cost of immobilized ligands also required, and protein get natured if the required pH is not adjusted. So these are the some limitation which is required in affinity chromatography. And in matrix, there's proper matrix also should be properly selected, and that will be required some insolubility, sufficient permeability, high rigidity, suitable particles, zero absorption capacity. So all these factors also particularly required in matrix. And ligand is also important part of this. The selection of the ligand of affinity chromatography is particularly affected by the two factors, which is ligand must be exhibited specific or reversible binding affinity for target substances, and it must have chemically modifiable groups that is allowed to the attached to the matrix without destroying bindings. So some methods for the immobilizations are cyanogen bromide coupling, bixorin coupling, and dinosulfide coupling. These are some method for the immobilization which is happen in our chromatography. There are some ligand design also happen, which is protein structure based design, protein function based designs, and binding is more important part of the affinity chromatography. And we have used in 1970 the immobilized trans dyes, particularly Sibecoron blue, has been used in affinity chromatography tools for the protein and the enzyme purification. The low cost of these dyes, their as of immobilization, and the residence of the biological chemical degradation, the high protein binding capacity also important for the corresponding observants. And although some textile dye is some cases interact with the protein, which is a remarkable degree for specificity, and their interaction with a large number of seemingly unrelated protein and inviolability, and the protein binding specificity also a serious drawback for this. And we have talked about the first generation biometric dyes. There is a in early 1980s, the time of the first biometric dye was under design, developed, and assessment were not available that time. And so therefore a biomimetic dyes are a target enzyme for the natural ligand by the X-ray crystallography data and other available biochemical information, which was from alkaline phosphatase, alcohol dehydrogenase, trypsin. And the second generation biomimetic dyes are designed by the computer aided molecular modeling and use of the bioinformatics. In fact, these computational technologies and area of bioinformatics has marked new area of ligand design, which is L-malolate dehydrogenase, acid lactate dehydrogenase. So there are some kind of dye is also important in affinity chromatography. So in this session we had discussed about the different types of chromatography. I have told you there are some absorption, partition, ion exchange, molecular sieves, affinity, column, paper, thin layer, gas chromatography. And what I have told you what is the chromatography, and I have told you the history about the chromatography. I have told you different kinds of advantage, limitation of chromatography, application of chromatography, steps required in affinity chromatography, instrumentation of components of chromatography, principle of affinity chromatography in this chapter. So this is the all summarize about this session. And as an exam point of view, you have to know properly about the first of the principle and steps of the chromatography. You have to know about all these things on this chromatography chapter. Thank you so much.